Animal Jam has hundreds of items, and there's a high chance that you probably don't know the history of every single one. So today I'm going to be looking at a few different items that have a pretty cool history. Hope you all enjoy. Alright, so the first set of items we're going to be talking about is the Armadillo set. So that is the Armadillo helmet, armor, and tail armor. They're all part of a quote-unquote set, although they don't give a set effect like other sets. All these items were released in November of 2015, which means they're pretty old. And I mean, they have the rare tag, so it makes sense that they're pretty old. And they never got re-released after that. They're only in store for about a month. So for something like this in 2015, it was actually pretty normal. But nowadays, when something releases for a month and then leaves, it's very abnormal to happen. Eventually, this item got given the rare tag in June of 2020. June of 2020 was a big time where a lot of items got a rare tag. I made a part 1 to this video back in June 2020, which was that month where they gave all these items rare tags, like the Armadillo helmet, like the Dino horn, like Forest gauntlets. All these items got a rare tag. Yeah, it was a pretty big month. Let's talk about the 3-horn set now. The 3-horn set is just a normal, again, quote-unquote armor set. It doesn't have an effect. It was released for gems. Released in June of 2016. And then it was released again in September 2017. But one thing that changed was some variants. There were 2 color variants. This is one of them, just like the peach. And another one was very similar to this default, but the spikes were like a darker green. Both of those colors got changed and didn't come back. If you see one of the 3-horn pieces in this color, it's discontinued, which means it's not going to come back because they already have colors that replaced it. This tail is different, however. This tail was just a member gift. The tail even has a crystal version now if you want to try to make the other colors, but it is not related to the other 3 pieces in the set, which is the boot, the armor, and the helmet. Have you ever seen a German top hat like what I'm wearing right now? This item used to be the normal color of the same rainbow top hat, but for some reason they changed it. This item got released in February 2016, and then left about a month later. Probably because it was going to be some sort of seasonal item, maybe for like Lucky Day or whatever, but then it never got re-released. So it got a rare tag in like November 2017. But then people were complaining that they weren't able to get the normal colored one, and the German one, while it looks cool, isn't the original normal colored top hat. As a result of that, Animal Jam decided to release this color, which is the same item. It still counts as rainbow top hat, but it's another new color variant, which took over this one. You can't win this one anywhere. This one's fully discontinued. You can't win it anywhere. These are the original first 1-month release variants. All of these are from pack runs, which you can win right now if you try. So there is a worth difference between the 2, and I mean, this one I like more as well. It's pretty cool that they changed the color. Another item that they changed the color of was the cornucopia hat, which I'm not sure why they did, and then they changed it again to remove the gradient from the actual cornucopia itself. I can't explain that. One of the rarest items in the whole game was the DJ headset. This item was insanely rare. I could say maybe it was even the headdress of Play Wild for a time. It was a cool head item that people wanted all the time. Eventually, this item went out of stores like most other very old items. They went out of store like within the same month after official release happened because the beta wiped everything. So this item was out of store for as long as Flower Antenna, Hard Antenna, all those very old items. But the reason why they're not worth that much today, comparatively to those other gigantic items I said, is because these got given out for different contests. First started with the pack run prizes in August of 2018. This was one of the few times they actually gave out a prize, and every single person in the pack actually got it. Not exactly sure which pack won. It was probably Munchkins, to be honest. Yeah, they gave out prizes to the winning packs for each language, so a lot were released into the game. Afterwards, they started giving these out as part of their Instagram contests. Now they do brand new items they give out. Before that, they gave out normal items like raccoon tails and DJ headsets and stuff to people, and they don't do that anymore, but that is what made them go down to what they are now. And if you've ever seen the green, red, and blue colored one, this is exclusively from those Instagram contests is from the Battle of the Bands one. So this one, there aren't many in the game at all because it was technically glitched. Whenever you wear it, you get a little white dot in the middle, which is, this variant was never available to purchase or whatever. A month ago, these items finally got their rare tag. They were renamed to Rare DJ Headset along with a lot of other stuff in July 2020, but the funny thing was is they never actually got the rare tag itself. Then they removed the name Rare from every item, except I think some plushies. This item was just called normal DJ Headset again. It lost all of its status and then eventually got a rare tag yet again. One of my favorite pack run sets is the Scarecrow set, and this is a good time to talk about pack run sets in general. All these pack run sets were released at first in 2018 when pack runs first released. They changed their set every month, and it came back about, I think, 2 more times after that. This set, as well as all the other original colored sets. So I'm not going to name them all off, but right now they're re-releasing all these sets with different new colors. The month I'm recording this in is on the Fiddler Crab set. There are new colors with that. And all these different old sets are discontinued. They're not coming back, for all we know. I'm not sure if they're fully discontinued, but right now, these colors aren't available to actually win. But this set is very cute. I think it was one of the best ones that came out at the time. And I even pack run when it first came out. It was pretty fun. If we're going to talk about an item with a crazy history, I think the Mystical Spike Collar is the best example of that. This item has a weird release schedule. It's a promo item, of course. It first came out in 2017 for a Australian promo. It was Australian exclusive for a store there. I think it was something like if you bought something there, you got like an Animal Jam code. And this code gave me the Mystical Spike Collar on Play Wild and the rare Mystical Spike Collar on Classic, which is the spike I use in my main look. Eventually, afterwards, to make it global, or at least in the Americas, I'm not sure if it's in other regions, but at least in America, they released a All About Animal Jam magazine. And that release of the magazine also had a code for the Mystical Spike Collar, which means that's where a majority of these spikes are actually from. And probably, well, yes, my rare Mystical Spike I got from the code because I bought the magazine. And, I mean, I've been using it every single day since. It's definitely worth it. This item is quite odd because you never would have really expected it to be released in Australia from a random code if you, like, purchase something. I don't exactly remember what the product you had to buy was to get the code, but either way, both of those ways are now discontinued because of multiple different reasons. Primarily, Animal Jam's not working with National Geographic anymore, which means they have a little bit less distribution rights. Basically, unless you have a brand new magazine, and I'm not even sure about the Australian codes, I've never seen one myself, there's no way to get these in the game nowadays. So trade wisely. If you want to learn the history of a specific item that you might not know, you can either say them in the comments, which I might do another part for this because it's always fun to talk about items history, let's be honest here. You could also check out the Play Wild Wiki where I used a lot of the picture assets as well as the information itself that I couldn't remember myself. All in there, so check in the description for a link to the Play Wild Wiki. And if you like my content, then why not subscribe? And with that, this is Brad Stormer, storming out.